Hello everybody, my name's Ardendrus, and welcome back to Sunless Sea. Last time we ended off here in King Eater's castle, but we went through a little bit more than that. Oop. Ugh. Okay then. Gonna be like this. Okay, game. You gonna work yourself up? There we go. So last time, we started it here in Station 3. After going through the storyline here a little bit and then finishing it up this time. Again, this is just like a strange station where they like deal with actual dead people rather than the sort of dead people everywhere else. We're gonna need to find more long boxes, which are actually coffins, in order to find anything else there. But anyways, we started exploring, heading towards King Eater's castle, and on the way we found Fathom King's Hold. Again, this is the home of the drowned king, who gave us 5 supplies and sent us on our way. But we'll get more into Fathom's King Hold in a minute. So we kept going, and here I don't exactly remember exactly why, but I just turned straight down, which was a good thing because we ended up reaching Varchus, or the city of mirrors and light. This is a strange place, which we'll eventually return to, because we didn't get all the storyline here. This is a place where they, like, literally worship light and the light god Mahir, and there's, like, mirrors everywhere, so that so they don't become touched by shadow. Because if they become touched by shadow, they become, like us, captains out in the Unterzee, or other residents of the Unterzee. They think they'll become corrupted by the darkness and lose their names and become Tamaz. That's a pretty interesting place. We got some of the storyline there, but there is quite a bit more. We'll have to return there at a later date to read the rest of it. But anyways, going through all the storyline bits there, we continued on our way and found King Eater's castle, which was the continuation of the father's missing bones. And going through this, obviously, too many bones, and they told us to find the Fathom's King Hold. So this time, we're heading back their way. It's a good thing we found it last time. And hopefully, we'll get more clues as to how to continue on with the storyline. Because this is episode 25. I'm not going to say I'm getting entirely bored of this game, because I'm not quite there yet. But this game is getting a little tedious, and I am trying to bring it to an end. So, we're going to bring it through, hopefully finish up the father's missing bones, and get one of the endings so that we can end this off on a pleasant note. I'm going to keep it going relatively the same way I have for the past for the rest of the episodes. But maybe next couple episodes, more episodes, if we're still not much closer to reaching a proper ending, I might try to, like, truncate some of the stuff, like, skip through just, like, travel bits and, like, story bits we've already seen. Just to, like, come to an end. But anyways, let's just get back out there. We're gonna have to return to Fallen London this time. Hopefully avoiding those. You go up, I'll go south. Okay. So we're basically just going to cut a straight line to Fathom King up to Fallen London. I'm gonna send out the Z-Bat. Maybe there's another island close by to this one. I'm not expecting it to pull up anything. The Sea of Statues is some distance to the northwest. We're currently in the Sea of Statues, basically. I don't think there's any actual, like, port here. Don't you do it. You turn around. You turn around. No. Okay, they're not following very... Okay, you leaving us alone? Thank you. Thank you for listening to instructions. We didn't pick up the Statue of Seas on the Sea of Statues on the on the map, so using another Z-Bat right now would be pointless. But avoiding those things is real good, because those things would definitely murder us. We approach Varchis, the Mirrored City. We know. We were just there a little bit ago. Terror's getting dangerous, but we'll probably make it back to Fallen London. Fuel's getting dangerous, but we'll probably make it back to Fallen London. Supplies is the only thing that's good. And supplies is so good that it kind of makes fuel good too. Because in an emergency situation, supplies can be used as fuel, so I think we have enough extra supplies where we'll be able to make it work anyways. So we should be fine fuel and supplies wise to make it back to Fallen London. Terror, a little more concerning, but I think it's still going to be okay. We're at 62. We're going up to 63 pretty quickly, but we're eventually going to be reaching more brightly lit areas, so that will just start going down slower as we approach. I think it will be fine. Anyways, we should be pulling up to Fathom King in just a moment here. Might as well send out a Z-Bat. Not sure it's going to bring anything up, but you never know. Yep. Do we start turning north here? No, it's a little bit further. Terror should be fine. Oh, that's that thing. Of course it's going in the same direction as us. That's where we need to go! Right, that's the exact one, yeah. Now we're gonna swing around the north side of the island to avoid that monster. And run into that monster instead, apparently. Are we splitting the difference? Do we get to avoid both monsters this way? Looks like it. The other monsters stopped going north. Okay. Hopefully we don't need a Z story in order to continue on here. I'm a bit worried we might. Dock up. Huh? That old fury. Azalea has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades to the deck. She cries, "He is angry! Oh, he is angry!" We can shoot her dead. It's the only safe thing to do. She's already killed one man. Take her down. Talk her down, rather. Call her by name. Remind her who she is, where, why. Or capture her alive. Perhaps you can confine her until the madness passes. I don't want to risk losing one of these and just losing like 4 crew members, where I've already lost 1 crew member. We're at 7 right now, so losing 2 will put us at 5. So we should still have full speed. I think we only go to half speed at 4. Fine. Your Zayler's weapons roar, and down she goes. You recite a hasty funeral for the poor soul and her wretched victim. But who will be next? Oh, we have Storm's... Oh, we lost Storm's attention. Interesting. The Fathom King's hold. Aw, man, we need a Z story. I know where we can get one. I might as well permit yeah. Shore leave. That's what it's called. Wait, no. Oh, I thought that lowered terror. It gains terror. Ah. That was a mistake. So we can't do what we need to here yet. We need a Z story first. Which means I think the easiest way is going to be to stop at one of the light boats. Like this one outside Fallen London. They'll give you a Z story for a recent news, and we'll get a recent news in Fallen London. So that might be the best way to do it. So, we'll return here eventually. Okay, it is 4 out of 10 where you lose speed, not 5 out of 10. That's real good. If we get into any sort of combat, we might very well go down to 4 of 10. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though. I think we need to turn on the lights just to slow the spread of terror a little bit. Yeah, I think we might... We'll pass below Abbey Rock, but for the most part, we're just going to take a straight line. Maybe. Seabat, away! That's a giant anglerfish thing. The other shroom is some distance to the southwest. Fine, we'll detour to pick it up on our map. And to pick up a port report there. White here, can you pass through, and what can you not? The thing is there. I'm trusting I can pass under this. Okay. All clear. Okay. I don't remember there being much in the way of story here. Oh. Gather intelligence for the port reports. Encourage your Blummigan Gallivanter to explore... Yeah, that doesn't do much here. Visit the village or trade honey. We have it. We don't have another use for it, so we might as well. Trade honey. Honey? The shroomer explains. Everyone wants honey. Life on the outer shroom is unvarying and occasionally deadly poisonous. The shroomers are desperate for the diversion that prisoners' honey can bring, but vague about what they can pay in return. Supplies, though, at least. Here. Lemmigans. The shroomers pile up slabs of sweet mauve shroom flesh. It's nourishing, although it does taste rather like muddy horse. They also generously throw in a blummigan, a whistling, eyeless, mobile fungus thing. Problems? Throw it in the sea. No room? Throw it in the sea. Oh. Problems? Throw it in the sea. No room? Throw it in the sea. She shrugs. Probably it swims. Probably it swim, if not, plenty of room in sea. Okay then. Gain a supply, and a blummigan. It's docile, at least. Are we just going to get the same thing? Yeah. We might as well visit the village. Gain a terror and a tale of terror. Maybe a mistake. Is that blummigan? Yep, the blummigan's in the hold. We'll eventually find a use for that. We have quite a few port reports to turn in right now, actually. Okay. Once again, we launch. Light has to go off now. And we'll just go like slightly westward and just turn north, I think. There are a number of islands where it's just like number of docile blummigan propagation or whatever it's called, like 0 or 1 of something. We've seen that in a few places. Never really thought much of it. I'm supposing that probably has something to do with that. I thought that was like an enemy vessel, but that's like... Oh, that one is an enemy vessel. Or a vessel of some sort. That one's just like a sunk thing. Avoid that. I guess we'll go all clear. And of course it's sailing after us. Might as well send out another Z-Bat. Reef of Roses is some distance to the south. We don't have the time to do anything about that. The light needs to go back on to slow terror. Fuel's getting dangerous, though. Like, the Mose Gate is, like, right north of us, or a little bit northwest. Uh, desperate measures, not... Ugh. Why are you doing that, game? Is it worth it to take on that ship? To try and get some fuel out of it? It's looking like we might not have a choice, actually. It's sailing right at us. Sure, we'll do it. It's only the smallest ship. It only has... it only takes 2 shots to take down. Loot and scuttle. Cache of curiosities. And we got supplies out of it, which is good. Not exactly what we were looking for, though. We'll get as far as we can go before we look into desperate measures. As far as we can go is only a little bit further, though. 2 supplies for 1 fuel. Don't know if that's going to be enough. We're gonna have to do it again. We have the supplies for it. It's not what I wanted, though. I think we're good enough now to turn off the lights. Is that one of the, like, small ones or the bigger ones? 300 health. Goodbye. It had a name too. That might have. I'm not even sure that was a hostile ship. It might have just been like a cargo vessel or something. What is going on today? Choppier than usual. Map. Okay, we're almost to Mudden Island. Might as well stop up here and see if we have the port for it or not. Might be able to do a story bit and pick up a little bit of fuel so we don't end up using more supplies. Drinks to lower terror, explore the shore. Okay, pick up our port report. I saw that. We'll get to that in a second. Buy supplies, buy fuel. I'm not going to do that. Maybe do that. 20 echo. 30. Well, fuel is 10 echo and supplies are 20. So this would be cheaper. And I think we can get by with just 1 more, so sure. Then, let's put a Blemigan ashore. Fertile, quiet, and occasionally boggy, Mudden Island is perfect Blemigan country. Disapproval. A fisherman watches the violet shape scurry off down the beach. Tain't right, she says severely. Tain't natural, worse than dandelions. We now have Blemigans abroad. You have graciously transported Blemigans to this many islands. To this many islands, rather. Propagation in Faker's Haven is now 1. Nothing new here. Let's explore the shore. Driftwood, something glinting, a nasty glob of glue, or the remnants of a shipwreck. We've gotten this one before. Let's do the shipwreck again. You gain 3 supplies. Again, nice, not exactly what we were looking for. I guess we could pick up a Mog. Though we do already have mascots, so I'm not gonna worry about that. And that's all we can do there. We could raise our terror a little bit, but we're gonna raise it. Oh, lower terror a little bit, but we're gonna lower it when we get to Fallen London anyways. A little more concerned now that I should have bought 2 fuel instead of 1. But we should be fine. And Kill a crab. I think we're pretty good on our current hunger level, so we might as well dissect it and just pick up some fragments. Why is it more choppy today than usual? Turn off the lights. We don't need them right now. We'll stop at that when we leave. I don't remember if we have a recent news right now. Olds. It wouldn't be here. Maybe it would be here. Will. Ethbow. Doesn't look like we have recent news, so... Yeah, we'll have to get that when we leave. Oops. Why does escape not bring you out of that page? It's so silly. Anyways. We did get by with just the one fuel we ended up spending, or buying rather. Nope, we're pulling back into Fallen London. We have like 6 or 7 more port reports to turn in right now, which will be pretty good for fuel. Breath of relief to bring us down to... we got 2 nightmare strength. Okay. Learning Scholar got anything? Nothing we want to give up right now. Well, we could start giving up some of our stories. Wolfstack Docks is right there. Hire on more crew. Let's do it again. There we go. A new recruits. A cannoneer. A first officer. We have a cannoneer, right? Yes, we need the first officer, so that will do. Let's go back to London. New recruits. Got the gunnery officer, the first officer. The sigil-ridden navigator. We've seen part of this story before. We didn't get to the end of it, though. We're thinking about it, might as well put him back in. All we're missing is the chief engineer. Can't do anything for review. We could get a live specimen right now, but do we need one? We do need a live specimen. How expensive is it? 500 echo. I want to see the story. I'm not sure I want to spend that much for it. Rouse in the wolf stack. We pick up our recent news. The likely lass. Lost 10 terror and something new. I'm assuming when we leave again, we'll be getting a pop-up about an heir back in London. We're at 65. I think we'll be fine. The Admiral? Strategic information. We have 2 from 150 and a favor. 150 and a favor. What do you need in particular? Avid Horizon. Avid Horizon is the, like, gate in the top right corner, right? The one that will eventually open if we get back to the storyline of it. That we didn't get to explore because we died immediately afterwards. Yeah. Station 3. We've already read through most of these. We've done Abbey Rock before. Main Canal. Otter's Room. We've done Fathom King. We've done King Eaters. And Quaker's Haven. Endemo Island. But we have not done Varchis. The Mirrored City, eh? Still think we're the barbarians, do they? 30 echo, a fuel, a favor. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I guess that's okay. And is that everything? Might as well check out the Rose Garden. Rose Market. Probably can't. Unlocked with an extraordinary implication. Oh, we've gotten one of those before. We just don't have it anymore. So nothing to do there. We did just get about 500 echo. Purchase a live specimen from the labyrinth. The labyrinth does not sell its exhibits, but some keepers can be bribed. Quickly! If anyone asks, it died of eating a delinquent worm. We've got a live specimen. And with that, I don't think we have anything to do here in the study. Create a serene aquarium. You know the secrets of this peculiar specimen. Construct an environment that will display it to best advantage. Ooh. That is tempting. That is very tempting. Do we permanently increase mirrors by 7? I think that's across all future, I think that's across all future captains, actually. Ooh. Story or big boost? We have the funds? Do we get a second one? You know what? Haven't been using our money yet for much else. Let's do this. Oops, meant to go to lodgings, not the London. Create a serene aquarium. I already read that bit. Mysterious motions. Watch the Ichthid Enigma traverse the tank. Its motions are subtle and elegant. They induce tranquility. Perhaps, too, they reveal divinatory truths. We lost 7 secrets, and a supply. But we gained permanently. I think this goes across captains. We gained 7 mirrors and a serene aquarium. They were talking about that was a equipped to auxiliary. Okay. So I have a feeling we'll lose that. But will we lose... Where is it? I guess it's gone. I have a feeling we'll lose the one in our ship, but will we lose this one from this page? Will we have to remake it every time? That would kind of suck. But hey, we're up to 50 mirrors. Hold on. Weren't we at 36 a second ago? Did we gain 14 instead of 7? Oh. That just didn't leave yet. This just popped up. Okay. Just go with the top option again. We have a child. A new arrival. You, your sweetheart, and your child. I suppose we'll just go with father again for Geist. Another day, another free evening. Time with the family? Visit your study. I'd wanted to look at the journal real quick. Is there... About lineage, memoirs... NCO objective, pigment, propagation, station 3, Varchis... Okay, there's nothing anywhere else about this, but we definitely gained 14 instead of our... instead of the... whatever. We gained 14 instead of the 7 we were supposed to get. Interesting. I suppose we'll spend time with your family. Give them a souvenir. Can't give them a pet. We need that. And I'm not spending another 500. Give them a souvenir. There's space for it on that shelf there. Lost 1, lost 20 terror, and we gained 7 Z favor. What is it? I forget what we need to get a Scion. But anyways, this has been a pretty good return to London. Last thing to do before setting off, continue on with this storyline. Mr. Iron, truly. I entered during an operation. Does the blood of London's cowled masters really run through her veins? Through her brains? I guess kind of accurate, but not what it says. Twisted smile. You sit with her in a surgery lined with bottles of preserved and pickled body parts. I can offer you proof, she says. The one only strange tongue I speak is my mother's, which is ancient but human. Blades can cut me. I'm not immune to fire, though perhaps the masters are not either. But I have not met anyone who shares my particular skills, and I know my mother. I cannot see her in any ordinary liaison with an ordinary man, much less a husband. She was in her 3rd millennium when she bore me. We learned about the Clattery Heir. We learned about the Clattery Heir's possible relationship to Mr. Iron, and we've lost our live specimen. One second. What? There we go. I muted my microphone for a second so I could cough and clear my throat, and then just wasn't letting me unmute. Okay then. Okay. So what do we have here? Tell her about meeting her father. She should know the truth. Explore her surgery. On her shelf, she keeps things preserved in alcohol or practical oils, things she cut from patients. Unlocked when learning about the Clattery Heir is informed of the Clattery Heir's possible relationship to Mr. Iron. I suppose let's explore her surgery first before telling her about her father. Why do you have this tailbone? These are souvenirs, she says. Here's the patch of skin from the palm of a woman's hand. I took it from her in order to cure her of the urge to adultery. Now she wears gloves, but she's kept her marriage. It's more difficult work I could be doing. She's playing her blade between her fingers. Did you know my mother operated on the bazaar itself? She cut away its clad interlobe so that it would be at peace and not have to wander on and on. But the operation changed her. She got some of the ichor on her skin. If we had a long box, we could have her do an experiment on it. What happened to the Cladent lobe? If the Clattery Heir's mother cut off a piece of London's Echo Bazaar, where did it go? To acquire a Clattery souvenir, you must find something for the heir to operate on. Certain unusual items might do, or you can find opportunities to gain one at some ports. Cool, we have one, so might as well. An awkward inheritance. Mother experimented on the lobe various ways, with Mr. Iron bringing her new implements. It wanted to be on the move, however, and in the end she put it on a ship, or built a ship around it, the Clattery Heart. But it got away from her. Learning about the Clattery Air quality is now gathering details on the history of the Clattery Air. Where is the Clattery Heart now? And would she care to claim her inheritance? Too casual. Last my mother heard, it was in Adam's Way, or somewhere further into the Elder Continent. It might still be Zeeworthy. In its day, it was a most unusual ship. Do I want it back? I try not to want anything too much. But if you cared to travel in that direction, I could hardly stop you. When you wait long enough, she says a little more. I avoid obsessions myself, but I know one of these days I'll have to operate on myself. Remove some desire that has gotten too unwieldy. Interesting. Quality is now seeking knowledge of the Clattery Heart in Adam's Way. This is one of the few places we haven't been yet. Oh, too bad we got rid of our Blemigan. I guess the only thing left to do now is tell her about meeting her father. A skeptical expression. Did he offer proof? Did he look familiar? Did he know secrets about her mother that no one else could have known? Did you even see his face under all those bandages? Did you even hear his real voice? He could have been anyone! He could have been looking for the Clattery Heart heir's inheritance, and using you to find out more. And she avoids you for a day or two, which is not easy at sea. Okay then. And I'm assuming that's all to do with you for now? Your Clattery souvenir quality gives you a 20% chance of success. If things go poorly, you will lose her. So we're not doing that until we get more Clattery souvenirs. Okay then. I think that's everything to do here. I guess we could speak to him. Invite him to dine with you. We did this one before, I think. Yeah. Did we do the second part of his mission? Yes, we did. We had found out where he wanted us to go, but then we lost the run with him before we could find it. So, now we know that if we find the Chapel of Lights again, we need to bring him there. And I think that's probably all. Yeah, we need coffee beans to do anything with you. We could wound to get a point in iron. And we only have 3 secrets. And iron is already a pretty high stat for us. So we're not going to do that. And looking at the time, we do still have a little bit of time left to go. So, let's... Nope, meant to open the... Is it Gazetteer, Shops, Fuel, 2, 3, 15 fuel, 12 supplies, I think we'll do. Yeah, we'll make it do. Oh yeah, we still need to find... What is it, Mount Palmerston for the Blind Bruiser? I think it's Mount Palmerston, right? It's on one of these. Need to cut up. Ugh. My throat's, like, catching in my throat a little bit. Whatever. Where is it? We need to go... Gnomic Gallivant wants us to go to Port Cecil. Somewheres on one of these, it tells us where the Blind Bruiser wants us to go. Strategic information from Avid Horizon. Where is it? Is it just on... It's not on that one. the mission is just missing, then? Okay. Anyways, we have an objective to bring a package of unstamped souls to... Interesting, it's just not here. Interesting. Whenever we find Mount Palmerston, we have a mission to go there. Whatever. Oops. Anyways. Gonna pull out. Pull up to this light boat up ahead. It's a little bit southwards, right? I think I'm on a line to reach it. I have to go a little bit more southwards. But this will be a pretty good way to pick up a Z story. And then we'll be able to continue on with our father's missing bones. Light ship. Speak to the crew. Z story, lost 5 terror. Down to 9, that's pretty good. And... Do we like swing down to Pigmotes and then travel eastward a little bit? Try and explore a little bit of the map on the way to Fathom King? Why not? Pigmotes should be the next island eastward from Crab Cake, if I remember correctly. It's just a little bit south to reach the port. If we don't pick up the Something Awaits Us in port before we make it to Pigmote, then we're not going to stop. Knowing my luck, we're probably going to pick it up as soon as we pass by. Come on, game. You got a few more seconds before we reach port, so you gonna give us it? We're pulling up now. There it is! I was expecting to get that like 10 seconds later after we reached port and we're just about to pass by it. So let's pull up here, go through this, solving a problem for them. Freeze up the game for a second. May as well pick up the port reports. Oops. And open that, it's not... Help Marinia resolve a dilemma. A dilemma on Pigmote Isle. The lights of London call to our people, your hairless advisor. They seek the warmth of its lamps, the abundance of food. D8 leans in. All radiant traders repurpose the impossible lamb's haul into rafts and boats for their shameful and terrible exodus. We cannot survive if our people desert us. What should we do? Recommend a display of force. Have them escorted back to town at Sword Point. We'll win that. And lower spirit by 1, but civilization goes up by 1, I'm assuming. It's just appealing to their patriotism. Remind them why they came here, and what they can still become. An opportunity beckons. If they are desperate to leave, they will pay for passage. So that will lower civilization by 1. This will probably raise civilization by 1. And this will lower spirits and raise civilization. But it's 100% instead of 96. Let's appeal to their patriotism. A rousing speech. Diplomacy works. The emigrants are taken aback by the arrival of soft words and outstretched paws, and a promise of forgiveness. A few still risk the Z and its many dangers, but most accept Marinia's offered amnesty and return. 50 fragments to up to 5. Civilization. Unexceptional. Oh. They're getting there. How much? 125 echo? Okay, so it goes down by like 10 for every level of civilization they have, with a base of 175 then? Or, at 0 civilization they'll have 175 cost. But also there's bigger problems than that. Okay. And... I guess it took a little bit longer getting here and going through that story than I thought, because this is probably a pretty good place to wrap it up. Let's just take a quick look at the map. Nothing's really changed on here. We found this, basically. Other than that, it was just crossing this line. Going from here to here to here. Eventually going like that again. Or like that, rather. I'm not returning to King Eater's castle until we have to. But anyways, next time we're going to continue on, explore this region, probably go back down to Fathom King Hold, and continue on with the Father's Missing Bones. See if we can't find any more stories as well. Really just don't have much in the way of new islands to find. There are still stories to find on the islands we've already gone through. But we've gone through quite a bit of this game at this point. So, next episode will probably still be more or less the same as this one. Same style, not going to change much. Starting maybe the episode after that, which is just going to be skipping a lot of stuff we've already seen. And hopefully the entire time avoiding death. So, anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everyone.